Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that basketball analysis on Analysis Playground. Of course, exclusively on YouTube. It gotta be that way. Why wouldn't it? But the Bucks came all the way back, trailing even at the start of the fourth quarter, and they had an 8-0 run to help them get back in the game. And then they eventually took the lead. They had to go through a couple fights to be able to get the win, but they was able to get that. Missed free throws for the Mavericks helped them win this game. Giannis for just fearlessness going to the basket and finishing. Kyle Kuzma driving and hitting threes, and Ryan Rollins hitting layups, and Bobby Portis hitting threes and finishing around the rim. All those things is the reason why the Bucks won. But let's get into this. They won 116 and 114. The Mavericks go to 3-8. The Bucks go to 7-4. Dallas did win that first quarter 31-27. The second quarter 26-26. The third quarter the Dallas Mavericks won at 31-26, which made it tough for the Bucks to be able to win it, but they did win the fourth quarter 37-26, and that was a 2-point advantage that they needed to be able to win. And one guy made the free throw, then he missed it. Then he had to mix the other one to try to get an offensive rebound to go for the tie, and they couldn't get the rebound, and the Bucks, Bobby Portis, did, and that was enough to win the game. Giannis got his 30. Wasn't easy out there, but he made it look like that. 37 minutes for him, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, 6 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 5 turnovers, 11 to 18 from the field, 61%. He did make a 3 and miss one, 50% there. And he did go 7 to 12 from the free throw line. That's only 58%. And he also did foul 5 times, but he still finished as a plus 12 and plus minus. Another dominant performance by Giannis. He did a good job getting offensive rebounds, finishing strong, not shying away from contact, and just using his footwork and his speed and length to be able to put the Dallas Mavericks defense in trouble, and they just didn't know what to do with him. But he does this to every team. As long as he's healthy, he's one of the toughest covers in the game. And you want to foul him, you want to push him so he doesn't finish. But he still has the ability to get through that sometimes too. Miles Turner, 28 minutes, 14.7 rebounds, 1 of those offensive, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover. He only shot 3 of 12 from the field, took a lot of perimeter shots. It seemed like he's scared to go to the basket or finish around the rim, so he prefers floaters and jumpers. But he also went 1 of 7 from 3. That's only 14%. But he did go 7 of 7 from the free throw line. That was good. And he did have 3 personal fouls and was a minus 11 and plus minus. Gary Trent Jr., only guy to not score in double figures in the starting lineup. He finished with 3 points because he ended up shooting a 3, but he went 1 of 4 from the field, 25%, and 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 33%. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He also had a steal and a block and a turnover. He had 1 personal foul, was a plus 2 and plus minus. AJ Green, he played 27 minutes, had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He was 4 of 9 from the field, 44%, 4 of 8 from 3, 50%, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He also had 5 personal fouls, and he was a plus 11 and plus minus. He did a good job of shooting them threes today. You know that's the shot that he wants. You know they're going to run plays to get him open, and he was able to knock down half of them, and he also helped on the boards, and he tried to compete defensively. Ryan Rollins, 33 minutes, 13 points for him, 8 assists, that was great, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 of 13 from the field, 38%, 2 of 4 from 3, 20, but that would be 50%, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 5 personal fouls also, plus 13 and plus minus. He's been good. I like the fact that he keeps his head up and tries to attack and tries to, look at the floor and see what's there for him. If the lane is there, he's driving. If the 3 is there, he's taking it. And if that's not there, he's already trying to find his teammate, whether it's in the paint or at the 3-point line. And he has been a decent point guard for them on the cheap. And he is a diamond in the rough, and he's shining right now. Bobby Portis, 27 minutes, 13.6 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 5 of 8 from the field, 62%, 3 of 5 from 3, 60%, 1 personal foul in the plus 13 and plus minus. He did a good job scoring the basketball in a variety of different ways, but mainly from 3. and that's what you want him to do. If he's open, he can take it, he can make it, and he did tonight. Kyle Kuzma did the same, but 26 points was better than majority of the starters besides Giannis. In the bench, he had that good of a game today. 5 rebounds, one on was offensive, 2 assists, 1 steal. He was 10 of 17 from the field, took the second most shots under Giannis, 58%. 2 of 6 from three, 33%, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had 5 personal fouls and was a -5 and plus minus. He's a guy that can get hot. He's streaky, but if he's getting to the paint, getting to the free throw line, and getting room, he's gonna attack you. And he did that all night against the Mavericks. They didn't know what to do with him. And that's the type of performance they needed for some guys off the bench, because honestly, him and Portis did the most. Everybody else just had so games. Gary Harris, 2 minutes, one a steal, 0-1 from the field, -2 and plus minus for him. Amir Coffey played 10 minutes. He also didn't score any points. 1 rebound, 0-2 from the field, 0-1 from three, 1 personal foul, a -7 and plus minus. Cole Anthony, 17 minutes, 4 points, 5 rebounds, one of them was offensive, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 turnovers, 2 of 7 from the field, 28%, -16 and plus minus, 43 rebounds. They also had 24 assists, 9 steals, 6 blocks, 13 turnovers, 41 of 91 from the field, 45% as a team shooting the ball from the field, 14 to 36, 38% from three, 20 to 25, 80% from the free throw line, 26 personal fouls. And then the Dallas Mavericks ended up having a game where they was winning and it looked like they possibly would win, but they just couldn't get past the finish line with the lead. And they had chances, they just couldn't make them. And even if you look at the fact that they could have sent it into overtime, that didn't happen either because of the missed free throws. But Daniel Gafford played 23 minutes. He had 7 points, 8 rebounds. 5 of them was offensive. He had 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 turnover. The problem with him was he went 2 of 8 from the field, and he was always by the paint and still couldn't finish. Good defense by the Bucks, making it challenging, making it hard and uncomfortable. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%, 4 personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. PJ Washington, 22 minutes, 16.7 rebounds. One of them was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers. 4 of 11 from the field, 36%, 1 of 7 from three, 14%, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. 4 personal fouls and a -16 and plus minus. The rebounds and the defense is something he tries to bring every game, but his offense was really needed in this game, especially at the free throw line and the 3-point line, and he couldn't make those enough. In the balance of the game ended up shifting a little bit too far to the Bucks side, and they ended up winning because of it. But you can say Cooper Flag had his best game of the season. 35 minutes, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block and a turnover. He was 9 of 15 from the field, 60%, 1 of 5 from three, 20%, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. That's 70%, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. I was just wondering why he just didn't have more games like this. I mean, he's so strong and so athletic and so quick, especially off the bounce and off the dribble, that you would think that he'll be at the free throw line like he was tonight a lot. And you would think that he can always just get that mid-range shot off, or just a little bit of a hook shot off. And then, he can make the three too. He didn't shoot the three ball great today, but he doesn't really need to shoot threes to score points. And he also should be getting more transition opportunities. I think he's been trying to fit in too much. I think he's been thinking too much of what he should do and what he shouldn't do, instead of just playing the game natural and let it come to him. That's what he did in high school. That's what he did in college. In this game and some games in the summer league showed that he can do it. It just, he seems like he wants to be more of a team player more than go out there and get his own. So he got to break that chain in his head to be able to have more better individual performances, and that can help his teammates get more open shots once he starts to get himself going. Brandon Williams, 33 minutes, 19 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 turnovers, 6 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, 4 of 12 from the field, 33%, 1 of 3 from three, 33%, 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 90%, 2 personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. He has been really good for them, but he didn't have it going from the field, but he made up for it at the free throw line. And he did, fit where he needed to fit on this team. And you can say the same thing for Matt Christie. 30 minutes, he finished with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and the turnover. That was just really good activity from him. He was also 5 of 12 from the field, 41%, but he went 3 of 8 from three. That's 37%. You would take that from him. One personal foul and a +1 and plus minus. And like I said, Gafford was the only starter that didn't get in double figures. Um, Dwight Powell off the bench played 4 minutes. He didn't do nothing but miss a shot, and he had a personal foul was a +6 and plus minus. Caleb Martin 9 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 of 2 from the field. Three personal foul, a -1 and plus minus. Najee Marshall, 25 minutes, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 4 of 8 from the field, 50% or 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. The scoring, he has never really been a problem of his. He knows how to shoot. He knows how to get to the basket. The three ball wasn't falling for him, but he still found a way to help on the boards and also get to keep the ball moving and just being ready to try to make a play if they try to get him off the 3-point line. And he did a good job of that today. Musa, 20 minutes, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 blocks, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 50% there, one person found a -2 and plus minus. He took high percentage shots and was able to convert majority of them, and he was actually able to protect the rim a couple times, which you have to love. Klay Thompson made 2 threes, but he only went 2 of 7 there. That was all his field goals. He got no free throws attempted or made. He was a +11 and plus minus. He also had 2 rebounds and 3 assists and 1 block. D'Angelo Russell, 16 minutes, 7 points, 3 rebounds. One of them was offensive, and he also had 1 steal and a turnover. 2 of 6 from the field, 33%. 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 33% there, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line, -3 and plus minus. Jaden Hardy, 5 minutes, 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, 1 of 3 from the field, 33%, 0 of 2 from three, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. 52 rebounds. They won that one by 9, 25 assists by 1, 8 steals. They lost that by 1, 8 blocks. They won that by 2, 14 turnovers. They won that one by 1, 37 of 8 and 9, 41% from the field. They shot less than the Bucks there, 9 of 39, 23 from three. They actually shot worse from three than the Bucks, and 31 of 41, 75%. They shot worse from the Bucks there too, and then they ended up having less personal fouls, which is a good thing compared to the Bucks. But they shot way more free throws than the Bucks, and that's how they stayed in this game, was because of the rebounds and the free throw discrepancy. And on top of that, the Bucks, they made a run mainly because their three balls was falling, and threes count more than twos, especially when you're trying to do ones and twos, and that can be a frustration type of thing. You got everything going for you, everything's working, and then all of a sudden you just can't stop them. All of a sudden you just can't make shots at the rate that you was making them. Next thing you know, you find yourself in a tough situation. Next thing you know, you find yourself in a trailing situation. Next thing you know, you're in a situation where you're about to lose, and then the last thing you know, you did lose the game. That's how it ended up going in that fourth quarter for the Dallas Mavericks, and it just you watch this team and you just wonder, like, what is they really doing? Sometimes you just feel that way. Not to blame Jason Kidd, it just seems like everybody just playing their part, and why this team just not functioning and playing the game the right way sometimes. And a lot of it does have to do with injury. A lot of it does have to do with them not really having a pecking order, since guys are just skill set players, not really good at doing multiple things, and you don't really have nobody that can unlock them. You don't really have nobody to make it easier for them, and then they just can't keep the injury bug from happening to them last year and this year. You can even say it previous years, and this team is just a mess. They just is just in a tough, horrible situation, and to me, there's nothing much they can do right now. I'm gonna try to weather the storm as much as they can, and no team is gonna feel sorry for them. Every team gonna try to go out there and beat them. And the Bucks made it harder on themselves and sometimes in this game, but at least they was able to make that run and close it out with the win. Yeah, give them credit on that. And they just got to throw this one in the garbage and move on to the next one, because the Bucks, they played a bad game too. To me, they just got hot at the right time, and some of their shots was tough. They just was falling. NBA players can do that. They're professional. They do this for a living. They practice on it a lot, and they just took shots that they feel they can make, and they went in. And the Mavericks just couldn't do the same. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Also do conversation videos about various NBA only topics and also basketball topics in general. Also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. Plus I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy. And it's all for free. Not only that, I also say thanks for watching. I try to do videos each and every day and also try to make them throughout the day. And not only that, I'm gone for now. Peace out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back and enjoy it for whatever the reason is. And thank y'all for being loyal and committed subscribers that love the analysis that I give, whether it's just my thoughts or just a breakdown. I just appreciate and love y'all for being supportive over the years throughout the decade plus that I've been doing this. And all I can say is we're going to try to keep going as long as we can.